All right, so check it out. So I was walking through Honesdale, and I was at this gas station, and I met this my new buddy here, this great dude named Mike, and he came up and he started talking to me, and I was telling him all about the cause of what I'm doing, and I wanted to share this with you guys because my walk across America for anti-bullying, it's not just hey, look at my campaign, donate some money. I'm out here, actually really preaching of the cause, and the universe has this weird way of aligning people. So yeah. Mike came up. He said that I was at this gas station. I got dripping sweat. I've been walking for hours, and so he said he saw my tattoos. And he's a fellow rocker, good guitar player. So he came up and he started talking to me, and so I'm at Mike's house, and today is a very special day for this guy, and it's very serendipitous that we meet.
To say the least.
Yeah. So why don't you tell my followers a little bit about what is this anniversary here?
Today is the anniversary of a tragic event that happened to me when I was 9 years old, and I don't really speak about it much, but how I was discussing, I always try to find the connection in the web, that is this life, and I found it serendipitous to the fact that, you're doing this anti-bullying campaign and you're walking across the country, and today was such a hard day just to get out of bed for me.
Right.
And running into you and having the conversations that we did kind of inspired me to open up a little bit today and share a tragic experience that occurred in my life. So when I was 9 years old, I was sexually assaulted by 3 men, and they tried to murder me, and they left me for dead. And how it kind of rolls into the anti-bullying campaign is, after that occurred, I went home to my stepfather, who was a terrible human being, and he beat me half to death, and then for the next mess of years proceeded to call me a faggot, not knowing that these things happened to me, and it weighed on me in a way where it's affected my life in such a tragic way that it ruined me as a human being, really, for a long time. And this is the hardest time of year for me, and it sucks because my birthday is in 2 weeks, and it's made, from that time period, it's made my birthday a day that I tend not to celebrate,
right.
Because it's rooted in just pain for me. And today is actually the anniversary 25 years ago of that event in my life. And when you were saying you were going through this and you're traveling across the country and you're promoting such a great cause, it hit me in the feels, and I intended to find your story, and
right.
really it's kind of like we found our story,
right,
in a way, because we have a lot in common, sitting here talking for like the last hour, a lot of the things that you've gone through in your life that were hard. We're sitting here pinging back and forth and talking about different hardships, and kind of share similarities, and I think what you're doing is amazing, and for everyone that's watching, and this cause it's worth every bit of what you're doing, and it's worth all of your attention, and I think it's worth spreading this across the world and making this place better for everyone that lives here.
And thanks for that, but what I'm doing is only a messenger for like people like you, man, telling your story. I know that for myself and all my followers and everything, man, we're grateful that you shared this. That's a hard thing to share, and we're thankful that you're alive. And I want to say something. He and we were talking, and listen to this. This is so for those of you that know me, you guys, you're gonna find out how ironic this is, okay? So Mike said, about how music, you just got done saying this, how music is the only thing in his life that has never betrayed him. Right.
Yeah,
Who here that knows me really well is probably laughing because they've heard me say that a million times, because I repeat myself a lot. It's just fucking character flaw of mine.
Right.
I'm like, right. But you guys, yes. So again, you know, another person that has had this thing and has found solace in music.
I mean, I've been in and out of bands since I was 15 years old, and it was always my release from all the tragedy and all the things that ail me, because, you know, since I was 17 years old, you know, when I was 9, I pushed it out of my brain.
Yeah.
And I tried to keep it out, but then, you know, after another series of events in my life, at 17, I brought it to the table, and I made it known to my family what had happened, you know, and it was kind of a hard thing for them to accept, and in a way, you know, they tried to sweep it under the rug, you know, like it didn't happen. And I struggled for a long time, and I've gotten probably about 4 hours of sleep a night since I was 17 years old. And it's weird how this kind of this happened, because last night was one of the hardest nights that I've gone through in a long time, and it took a lot. I wasn't even planning on going to work today. I woke up and I had every intention to make up any excuse possible to call out, and I just couldn't find one. And I don't know, maybe that was the universe saying, like, today is the day, you kind of release a little bit of that, and you know, it's like it kind of played into you know, meeting you, you know, which was a cool experience, man. Your journey's epic, man. I really like hearing your story, and I'm glad that you know, were willing to, you know, throw my story out there too. And it's not something that I really ever talk about, because it's such a painful experience for me to go through, and it's weird because you met me earlier. I'm an outgoing person, and right now I'm feeling, you can see it obviously
a little vulnerable.
I feel a little vulnerable about it, you know. But
man, well, you know what? I think you, and I guarantee that somebody that is going to watch this right now, by hearing your story, the you know, the courage of what it takes to talk about it, what you did is a bigger gift. You know, like, I'm just a messenger. So I thank you. I know that there's a million people that could see this, that I'm sure that they will all thank you. Talk to somebody about it, right?
Well, I mean, like I said, you know, if there's a message I could ever get out there, I held this in my chest for 25 years to the day. And I wish I would have spoke up sooner, and I probably wouldn't have suffered as greatly as I have. But it's something that's hard, and I know it's hard because I've lived it too. And it's hard to talk about these things. It's hard to want to speak to anyone, but ultimately it can free you. And I gotta be honest, even just sitting here now, I feel a little bit of weight. Come on, man. You know,
bitchin', bro. Awesome.
Thank you for the experience.
Man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. And lastly, before we go, you know, the foundation that I'm donating to is called Fight for the Forgotten, and Justin Wren talks about you know, he wants to help people that feel like that they don't have a voice, and part of going through a traumatic experience and holding it in is you feel like you don't have a voice.
That's exactly how it feels.
Right? Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing this, dude. That was incredible. I'm so glad that, dude, you've made it through, man. You're a freaking a great dude. Just so you guys know, this guy he's got a beautiful son now. He's in a great relationship with a great woman. He just rescued 2 amazing dogs. So we applaud you, and thank you, brother. All right.
Thanks for making me a part of it.
Yeah, and you're part of the Beats from the Core tribe and family. So
awesome. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Forever, man. All right.